Well, I think I've decided that spring is coming, whether or not the weather says so. I'm here at Crossroads Farmers Market for the first Smoke and Spicy Jerk Festival, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. So normally with these things here in Calgary, you get excited about them, but you really have to manage your expectations because it can always be somewhat a little bit underwhelming from how it was promoted. Okay, here we go. We're hearing some reggae, and I can see the grills going. Oh wow, and there's full. What to say about the first festival for this season? Okay, so this is their first year doing this. I was happy to see it because the only time you really see Caribbean people come out in Calgary is for Carry Fest, which is usually in the middle of August, like towards the end of summer. So I was happy to see this so early up in the year. They were lucky they got a decent day. It's not too cold out, the sun is out, and it was well attended, and there is packed. Let's talk about organization. I don't think it was badly organized. I feel like the layout of the place made things a bit confusing for the patrons because it's inside of this open enclosed area, but there's one door in and one door out. So when you come in, it looks like if there's just one big line to get to all of the vendors, because the vendors are pretty much in this circular layout, right? But that's not the case. You could just walk up to each of the vendors and get your stuff. But it took me over an hour to get food before I figured out what the heck was going on. And even as I was leaving there just now, people coming in are still under the impression that it's just one big line to get to all of the vendors. So people are standing up at the entrance waiting, and the line is not moving. So there's that. Entertainment, nothing fancy going on. Two of the usual local promoters are there. One is on the mic, the other one is DJ. You're hearing reggae. That part is good. I only got food from one vendor, so me voting for the best jerk chicken in Calgary would not have happened because there was no way that I would have had the patience to stand up in lines to get to every single vendor to try. So I tried from one vendor, and what I had, it was disappointing because the chicken was extremely salty. And by the time I got to the vendor, they ran out of rice, so they flooded my container with chicken and salad. It wasn't even coleslaw that had a little moisture to it. It was just shredded up lettuce or cabbage, and yeah, that was it. And I got a beef patty, which was underwhelming. I don't think that was like a made from scratch patty. I don't get that impression. What else do they have? And to try to make up for not having rice, they put an extra festival in my container, and the festivals were kind of dry. So overall, I would give my meal 3.5 out of 10. I wasn't happy with it. But yeah, it was nice to come out and support. It can only get better from here. That's how I look at these things in Calgary. And the Curry Fest is usually much better as far as the amount of vendors, the variety of foods, the entertainment, etc. So I think I will attend the Curry Fest this year. I didn't attend last year. I was out of the city. But yeah, that's Smoke and Spice Fest here in Calgary. I would have inserted a clip of my container with my food so you can judge for yourself. The chicken, it was salty, and I got a lot of bones and not much chicken. They also had like these taste passports. The taste passports are $20, and you get to get a free, well, it's not free, you pay for it, but you get a sample from each of the vendors of their jerk chicken. I didn't get the taste passport, so I wasn't able to take part in that. But it seems to me like they took their best pieces of chicken, their juiciest pieces of chicken, for those samples, and then whatever was left on the bones of the chicken is what they are putting in containers for people to eat as meals. So yeah, nothing to write home about, but A for effort. I'm on my way out, last gallivant of the long weekend. I'm headed to Afro Groove. It's starting at 6 o'clock. I'm right on time. This number is a combination of Shein and Dynamite, Zara. Yeah, I'm doing Bobbiana. I'm gonna throw on a coat and get out of the door. I actually like this quite a bit. I like this a lot. Alright, so I got my final look. I am very happy with it. I had a full service. You really do get what you pay for around here. I got a good, thorough treatment. The breaking has stopped. And I got a lot of knowledge on what I can move forward with using. And I got a stellar cut. I am happy with this. This is what I wanted. I had to relax my roots because she said for what I was looking for, there's no way that I could have kept my natural roots like that. So I still end up relaxing my hair. This is it. I'm happy with it. It suits me. And we didn't do the curls too tight so that it will be easy for me to work with outside of when I am going out. So I'm happy. I'm happy with it. It looks healthy. The roots relaxed well, and yeah. About to head out back to the clinic to get these skin tags slash moles completed. I think they're gonna have some areas on the face that still need a touch up, but for the most part we got most of the face done on the last visit. So today we're gonna try and push through the pain and finish everything else so that I could be all good and healed up for when the sun is out in full and skin will be showing. I'm excited to get this completed. I really am. I went out last night. I'll insert that clip into the video here, but I've started a mini series over on my Instagram, and it's going to continue from now through till the end of summer, and it's going to just follow me on my gallivants, and it's called Dating My Life, and it's just me choosing joy, doing it differently, and just living life, enjoying life, and still being able to lock in on the goals that I have to achieve. So yeah, it's all about balance. For me, it's all about balance. So if you want to take a look at that, you can head over to my Instagram at Charisse. I keep butting my toe. At Charisse dot with the underscore S on Instagram. I'm not really too active on TikTok. You will see a duplicate of videos from Instagram over on my TikTok. But I'll leave the TikTok link down in the description if you want to see what's over there. But I'm not really too active on TikTok. I should be, but I ain't. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna take a painkiller so that it would take the edge off of things for me at this appointment. They do use numbing cream, but the last appointment, the numbing cream wasn't really effective. So I'm actually going a bit earlier so that they can leave on the numbing cream a bit longer and see if that helps. But on top of that, I'm going to take 2 painkillers just to take the edge off of things so that we can push through and get this done. Tomorrow, I'll be heading out to the women's show here in Calgary. I'm going with another girlfriend, so I will bring you guys along with me for that as well. All right, I'm back home and I am hungry. There is a place called Noble Pie. I have been jumping on the waiting list for this every weekend, even weekdays, and it's always no less than an hour wait. So I've just hopped on the wait list. Let me see if anything is shaking in the next hour, but I really want to see what the hype is about. If I get in, I will bring you guys along with me. The appointment at the clinic went really well. He got through with all of my neck and my chest. And the next step would be a peel. So I do that in about 2 weeks or so, and that should get rid of any like excess dead skin that is left from the skin tag. So I am here ready. I'm about to head out to the Women's Expo here in Calgary. Today is the final day of it. I've never been to it here before, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store there. This coming week is going to be pretty chill for me. Next weekend, not too much plans. This weekend was active. So I try to balance it out. I don't want to be out in these streets every weekend. So if I have an active weekend one week, the next weekend will be chill for me. So yeah, I will bring you guys along on whatever it is that I get into for sure. Hopefully the weather will be better. We had decent weather yesterday, but today we're getting some rain snow mix. So that's that. Anyhow, I will show you guys some bits from the Women's Expo in a bit.
almonds, cashews, coconut, cranberries, and raisins. And then it's custard.
It's just it has like cinnamon in it, so it's cinnamon actually adds like. When is she getting married? They're trying to do summer. Okay, perfect. So they have some time.
Wait, what? In suffrages?
Short one pay.